I'm Blake Zuniga here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banapatemi, bringing you all the action.
Here with the Summer League crown on the line. A lot of great young talent here on both sides.
And there are some lottery picks we expected to see here, but also a few surprises in this game, one of which is Che.
Yeah, now he's been a big story during this Summer League, and he'll be one to watch in what should be a great championship matchup.
And it was only recently that the NBA decided to switch to a tournament format at the end of the league.
Shot clock at 3. That shot, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. And the foul called on Che. That's his first foul.
A quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Here's a Kogi. Pass to Walden. Here's a Kogi. Puts up the 3. A rebound by Nunn. It just makes so much sense. The fans love it. It adds to the competitiveness of the event. It's just a great addition.
Honestly, it's hard to imagine Summer League without the tournament now. It makes for a great finale.
Can't hit from the low block.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he gives you, constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Here's a Kogi. Over Adebayo. A Kogi shot's good.
They're on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early.
And that is so key in a basketball game.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Che missing. And since Che has been getting regular run with this team, they've been very hot.
The whole team just flipped a switch with him, and they've been a powerhouse in the league ever since he's gotten more minutes.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
For his team's sake, he should ease off the shots. Still, nothing is dropping for him.
And yep, it's good.
Hard to stop, guys. He possesses a ton of matchup problems for anyone.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
And he gets it to go.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
You're not going to come by a bucket any easier than that.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He placed the pass right in front of him and let him just run right into it.
And his first trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Timberwolves with the lead. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Walden. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, the leadership of Che has been on display here during this tournament. He's been a big factor for the team.
Well, Che has been a leader in college, and that's an intangible that carries over into the NBA. And spending 4 years at Bay City has given him experience beyond the hardwood.
Great communication between teammates there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Chile. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 14. Again, the Timberwolves, good for 2. The Heat trail. Here's Nunn. Che outside. The 3 ball. And the 3 ball is good. Now the Timberwolves with it. And the foul called on Che. That will be his second foul of the game.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. That's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Pass to Culver. Here's Duvall, covered by Che. Here's Reed. Right wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, here we are in the title game. Teams say this tournament is all about development. But when you have a chance to win it all, you take it.
Now here is Che. 8 points for him.
Oh, maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
Here's Duvall. Pass to Culver. And it's good. 2 points.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
They've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree.
Now here is Che. Here's Robinson. Off target with the 3. Pass to Bell. Duvall. Here's the 3. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves out in front, leading by 4. And we'll get the second. Here's Ashley. From long range. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half now in the books. Timberwolves out in front. They lead by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And thanks for being with us here in the second half of Summer League basketball. NBA action going just about year-round. Walden has been sensational.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect from him.
Which really tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And we look at both these teams, clearly have had some great showings so far in Summer League.
They both followed the same sort of path. Slow starts at first, but once the rookies got going, they have been on a roll throughout the elimination phase.
The D was all over the place after that offensive board, and he made that work for him.
Yeah, he sure did. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
Good ups.
Such a nose for the basketball and such a strong finisher.
And the dunk by Che.
That's a big swing right there, taking the steal and turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
And there's no telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah.
In a game this tight, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as difference makers.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Nice pass. He got that ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And it's tied up with that one. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Blewett. The 3 is up. The rebound by Nunn. Well, one thing with Summer League, here in the championship game, you get to see rookies and sophomores take on a bigger role.
Well, most of these guys aren't going to get nearly as many shots or touches in the regular season, but they can learn to lead and put these teams on their shoulders here in a game like this.
Third quarter of basketball, we're about 1.5 minutes in. Pass to Bell. Bates Diop. Will it go? Not gonna go that time.
A donut, a 0 so far to start the second half. 4 straight misses.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A monster dunk coming off a super pick play.
It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Great teamwork.
Yeah, that's a good physical play. You can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. Tim.
Che outside. The long 3. A rebound by Bell.
One made 3 for him in this game. Does he focus closer in? We'll see.
Pass to Walden. Pulls up on the wing, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Well, although Summer League started rough for Che, he seems to have really found his groove.
And that one's good, Che.
And you look at the story defensively, they've regressed somewhat in the second half. A little too casual for my liking, and they're paying for it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. Yeah, after the reports that he and Coach Ames have buried the issues they've had in the past, he's been a large part of that team.
And it's an issue that both Ames and Che needed to come together on. And, you know, NBA teams don't have much patience for divides like that, so I'm glad they moved on.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple indeed, and those could be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
Pass to Culver. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Come on. Che grabs the miss. Out to the left wing. And Che throws it down.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the bucket just as soon as that ball was going the other way.
And you see some of these guys go out to the three-point line, try to shoot threes. Not him. Just dunk it.
Pass to Culver. Reed. And again, no good by Minnesota. Well, seeing them now on the floor, Che and AW were actually workout partners before the NBA draft. 2 friends on opposite teams here.
And as friendly as they might be off the floor, I bet they're going to try and slaughter the other on the stat sheet. Each player looking to make a name for themselves in this championship game.
The shot, no good. Good D by Che. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
He ran his man right into the screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Here's Duvall. Che with the block. Beyond the arc. Offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Here's Makira. Che outside. 18 feet out. Yep, count it. And every summer league, there are always a few surprises that surpass all expectations.
It's part of the fun, really, watching a player who nobody expected much of just explode onto the scene. Seems to happen every year.
Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. Now here is Culver. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Second shot opportunity. Here's Reed. Gets another look. Blocked. And he recovers it. Goes up again. And he lays it in.
Another good trip for him. He's going to take it on himself to get them back in this game.
Che, right side. Puts up a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Martin. Unloads. Reed can't hit.
Yeah, he didn't have a hand in his face. I thought for sure he was going to bury that one.
Here's Robinson. Adebayo. Count the basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And even though AW was a lottery pick and Che wasn't, Che has taken it to AW in this one.
Che is playing like he's got a chip, a big one, on his shoulder. He feels he's every bit as good as AW and is trying to make a point on the scoreboard.
Back to Che. Hero. Oops, there's the 24-second violation, so they'll turn it over. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Reed. Here's Martin, defended by Adebayo. With the teardrop, and he takes it up and lays it in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Back to Che. Clock at 6. And they double up Che. Here's Makira. They get it back. Tries again. It's stolen by Culver. Down low. Chile lays it up and banks it in.
Textbook. Nice pass. Nice catch. Nice shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Che outside. And he gets the jumper to drop. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Walden. The Heat pull it in. And they can burn some clock if they want.
And calm down. Get a little breather here, too.
Here's Adebayo.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to garbage time.
Welcome, guys.
Here's Chile. Left side, Walden. 17-foot shot on the way. That miss takes him to 7 for 12 from the field in this game. And they double up Che. Adebayo. And that one good.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
The floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Showing a lot of quickness right there. Tough to keep up with.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And that one drops for him.
Just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can start that celebration right now, Tim, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Pass to Okogie. Over Che. Okogie, no good. Here's Nunn. Here's Che. A rare miss for him. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It's in the books. Summer League champions. Great tournament for them.
And the GM of this team has to be thrilled with the way his young picks showed up for Summer League.
Che was the biggest surprise for me. Not for just this team, but for the whole Summer League. There's a lot to like there.
Well, it seems like they're ready for...
Hey, so Z.
When I first came into the league, I was
the starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At shooting guard,
and a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Sunday, timeout called the Heat. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
give it up for your Heat dancer.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed.
It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
For 3, Olynyk, count it!
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the...
This is Zach and the Hornet on 98.9.
Yo, this is Paul George, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
On this week's episode of 2K TV, it's our Thanksgiving special, which means we hear from you with your 2K TV thanks. Plus, we're with Paul George at the LA 2K Foundation.
This is Zach and the Hornet on 98.
Let's go to the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Heat. At shooting guard,
Before we get to the payoff, 1-1. Thank you, David. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Tuesday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will... Defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
And for Milwaukee, Ilyasova out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Hill kicks to Korver. And the rejection by Leonard. In the corner, Winslow with it. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Nunn passes to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Shen. He's off on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outside Hill. Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
The Heat trail by 21. Here's Nunn. Shen. Oh, good with the triple. It's Hill on the wing. On the wing, Korver. Lopez outside. He kicks to Hill. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And I think the mid-range spot of the floor is where Hill excels most. He knocks down that shot with great regularity.
Shen. Money from the wing. And Jay, no stranger to success as a pro basketball. You know, Greg, he's already been on a championship team in the Summer League.
And that was a fantastic showing from Che during the Summer League tournament. I know a lot of fans will disregard any success that happens before the regular season, but it was hard to ignore the energy that Che played with.
Hill, no good.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Mark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Shoots from the elbow, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
I think that's a testament to Hill's attitude. I mean, he does not hesitate at all when he has the ball right next to the hoop.
On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Korver. To the left wing. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Hill dishes to Lopez. Passes it to Korver. No good from outside.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Kicks it to Johnson. The pass to Leonard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Hill passes to Lopez. Now Ilyasova. Pass to Hill. With some art, Lopez. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 9 assists now tonight.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that high.
Tries it from 19. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Ilyasova. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt. About a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
Outside Hill. The drive by Lopez. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
2 shots.
Well, you know, the Bucks can be a real force on defense. We're the top-rated defense last season in the league, and #1 in rebounding and challenging shooters as well.
Count the basket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Hill looking around. Dishes it to Lopez. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
And Clark, the length and size of the Bucks, a big part of their defensive success.
Well, I agree. I mean, versatile defenders across the board for the Bucks. They can handle switches and pick and rolls comfortably. Makes for a very strong defensive force no matter who's on the floor for this team.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Ilyasova outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against Miami.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Korver kicks to Lopez. Baseline J on the way. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the wing on the left. The shot comes out.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Pat Connaughton.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And here are the Heat now. Here's Nunn. Shen. And it's Miami with another.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better band.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA.
Yo, Che, get in here.
Welcome to the 2K TV Thanksgiving special. We are talking about what we're thankful for this week. What are you thankful for, Chris?
Lots of things. Health, family, friends, and of course,
I think I know what you're going to say.
I am going to say it. The cover athlete, Anthony Davis. My Lakers are back, and I love it so much.
Well, you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for you guys, the 2K.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge. And David... And a high... Thanks, David. I'm sure that had an impact on Axel's transition to the NBA.
Well, entering the league at least somewhat prepared is a huge advantage. You're just a little more comfortable, a little more.
He's checked in for the Timberwolves. What do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
Teague with a clean look. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Well, this is why you love Jeff Teague. He's so efficient off the dribble. What a pretty play.
Out to the wing. Shen. Now here's Olynyk. Shen. Offline with his three. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the Hornets in Charlotte. And that one's good, Walden.
And once AW finds his rhythm, good luck. It feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Chang against Adebayo. Lock at 6. Up top, Dragic. Teague covering. They get it back. Adebayo. And he banks in the layup. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, it's an excellent make plus the foul, and that's the assertiveness everyone wants to see from the young guy, Wiggins.
Some changes for Minnesota. Robert Covington comes in for Noah Vonleh, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for Teague.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Shen, Leonard trying to break free, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now here's Walden. He started close and finished off by A.W.
I love watching A.W. capitalize on that, showing the defense he's going to be a problem down low.
Shen and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Napier. It's hauled in by the Heat. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
To the left side wing. Pass to Nunn. Shen gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Wolves, Doris, one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
Johnson with it. Now Covington defending. And the basket by Johnson.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Okogie. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Nunn. Napier covering. Drills it from outside. He's got 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
There's the pass to Walden. He doesn't hit that one. And the Heat going the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, Greg, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth.
On the inbound. It's blocked. On the floor for Miami. Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And Teague, here we go.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't get in front of Jeff Teague, he's going to throw it down off that dribble drive.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First free throw is good. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, you always get great answers from them, too. So there's a great rapport there, I can see. Teague against Dragic. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dragic taking his time here. There's the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Okogie, defended by Butler. Over to the left wing. Passes it to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Because sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Shen, covered by Wiggins. Six to shoot. Outside Dragic. Olynyk trying to break loose. No good from Dragic. Timberwolves leading by 3. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Olynyk. Shen. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8. And Che, the rookie for this team, you know, Greg, he's a little bit of a rarity in the league. He stayed all 4 years in college.
And I know many people were shocked to see Che stay all 4 years as his stock dropped and dropped every year. But a lot of questions were asked about why he chose to stay. But he's trying to put that all behind him and make the most of the fact that he's here now.
Minnesota calls timeout. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Walden, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Miami with a change here, too. Marie's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Here's Towns. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Murray against Wiggins. Knocks it loose. Pass to Dragic. He kicks it to Butler. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Towns.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
No good from Dragic. Minnesota in the lead. In the corner, it's Wiggins. That's good, and it's Axel Walden with the assist. That's 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Dragic against T. The pass to Adebayo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And bam, Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Minnesota making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Passes to Wiggins. Outside Teague. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Left side Walden. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. Outside Dragic. Shen. Axel Walden with the block.
And how about AW there? Rejecting shots. Proving he can make an impact on this end.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Timberwolves. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Wiggins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. To the middle. Shen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Dragic against T. Tries it from 9. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Oh, my goodness. The defense looking helpless in that instance, doing all they can. But ultimately, Jeff Teague beats them with better offense.
Shen, covered by Wiggins. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Misses the 3.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins. He can't get it to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. Timberwolves lead by 6. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following.
All right, heads up. Let's get this done.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar. Minnesota making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gorgie Dang. Robert Covington comes in for Vonleh. And Okogie subbed in for Walden. Butler kicks to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 5 to shoot. Shen. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Some solid defense from Butler.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
There's the double team with Covington. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Napier's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Murray's subbed in for Kelly Olynyk. Pass to Okogie. Back to Towns. That shot misses. And it's Miami the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Butler on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Down low. Shen stripped it away. And here's the break. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage. Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Well, a look here at Axel Walden, kid they call A.W. Lots to like about his game, Greg.
Well, the Wolves took him with the 11th overall, and I was surprised he didn't go higher. It is rare to find a player with the upside that Walden has, and if he pans out, it could be a huge boon for Minnesota.
Napier passes to Towns. Goes back up. That shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard. Okogie misses.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Here's none. Napier covering. Winslow with it. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Wiggins left side. Shoots over Winslow. Rebound by the Heat. Dishes to Leonard. Unloads. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. Minnesota leading by 11. Napier passes to Towns. Covington trying to break free. Towns kicks to Covington. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. Covington in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's none. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Shen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And Miami making a change here. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Can't hit from the low block. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wiggins passes to Towns. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. Takes a three. A three-pointer is right on target. 24 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Pass to Towns. And here's Napier. Back to Towns. Here's Okogie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Justice Winslow. And Doris last season, rookie Josh.
Substitution.
Bounce pass, Dragic to win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Minnesota. continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage